how are we all? My name is Lucy and this is my channel, The Sewing Gardener. Welcome back if you've been before, and a very big welcome to you if you are new here. If you are new and you like what you see, do think about subscribing, and I love to always hear your comments of what you think of the vlog. So today I am talking all things Sew Phoenix September, which is a new challenge which is running over on Instagram throughout September. It is being run by the lovely Sam from Sew Let's Sparkle, Rachel, the French Seams, and Catherine from Soverton Makery. I will go into the challenge now. We'll talk about it. Just want to get this out there because I might forget. I've made some notes, so I will look down. If you don't have Instagram, don't worry, because if you like the sound of the challenge, there is an email address, so you don't have to have an Instagram account to enter. They've been extremely inclusive. It's open worldwide, and there is an email address. So if any of my viewers don't have Instagram, do not worry, you can still participate and send your entry, send your make to the email address, which I will put on here, and it will also be linked in the comments below. So what is this new fabulous challenge? It is all about, so it's called Sew Phoenix September 25. And what you need to do, it's all about a make. So it's revisiting a make, something that you've made early on, and whether you can make it bigger and better. Well, not bigger, not necessarily bigger, but better than before. So however long you've been sewing, whether even it's just a few months or several years, that first garment that you made, or something that you've made early on, whether it be a piece of something in jersey, which isn't always everybody's favourite thing to sew with, but if you've learnt the skills and techniques now that you didn't necessarily know then, you can put them to good use and make a new garment. So that is what it is. It's all about a make for a second chance and recreate it, is what they've said on here. So yes, I'm going to tell you what I am planning to do for this challenge. Now, when I first heard about the challenge, I'm the type of person who, when they sew something, there's only very few garments in my wardrobe that I have not sewn twice, minimum of twice. Literally most things I've sewn again because I think, oh, I quite like it, so I'll sew it again. The things that I haven't sewn, I don't like. Now, whether that's because I didn't like the fabric, or I didn't, well, even the ones that I didn't like the fabric in, I've retried, recreated. But a lot of them are ones that I've not been overly thrilled on. And the one dress that I am going to revisit for this challenge, I can't show you because I actually gave it to the charity shop because I really didn't like it that much. And I can remember it so well. I've got a piece of the fabric somewhere here. This is the fabric. And it came in a fabric Godmother Dream wardrobe, probably back in 2021. And this is when I started to get back into sewing. Anyway, I made it, and it was the by hand London Hannah dress, so it's a wrap dress. I made the version with the bishop sleeves, and I can remember trying it on for the first time, and I felt very frumpy in it. I don't know what it was about it. I don't know whether it was the fabric, whether it was the garment, but there just seemed to be too much. It just didn't sit right. It didn't look right. And so I took it off, whipped it into the dining room, because that's where I didn't have a sewing room at that point, and I chopped a load of it off, so that the flap then at the front, because it's a wrap dress, was very didn't really wrap. I did used to wear it to work. I did get a lot of wear out of it, to be fair. So, but I'm going to recreate that. But not in this fabric. And it was in a viscose crepe. And the only viscose crepe that I have in my stash, bearing in mind I am still in the Last Row Standing, even if it is in the independent category, is this. It's a black star star print that I got from the lovely Tamlin, sewn on the Tyne from her D-stash, gosh, ages ago. And there's about 3 meters there, I think, from Tamlin's D-stash. So yeah, I'm going to make it in that. So we will see how that goes. I will look at the measurements. I will take everything into account that I've learned. And I think even then, I don't know that I necessarily dropped the waist, or if I did, I dropped it too far. I can't exactly remember what the problems were, but I would really like to try it again. So, and maybe it might just be the pattern is not for me, but we'll see. So that's that. That's what I'm going to do for that. But yeah, I did struggle to start with to find something to sew, because I've been sewing for an incredibly long time, and a lot of the things, oh, I might have to stop, the heavens have just opened, and because I'm in the loft it might get a bit loud, because I've been sewing for a long time. I don't have a lot of the things, I don't really have a lot of the patterns, but I did find one of the patterns that I made very first, well, not very first, but probably 20 something years ago now, was one of these. It's the McCall's 3620, and I actually wore them out for my mum's birthday on Thursday, so I've still got them. I made them in a very good linen, but you can see it's no overlocker, didn't have an overlocker at the time, so you've got that. Even though oh no, I didn't, I thought I'd use pinking shears, but perhaps it's because it's so old. And yeah, they're lovely. They are a lovely trouser, and the fabric is great, and you can see that. But I've obviously ripped them there a little bit. I've repaired them several times across here. Now, I did think about remaking these. However, I've made quite a few wide trousers recently, and particularly like the Fran pyjamas, and I've just made the Closet Core, is it the Josephine ones? So I didn't think I needed to revisit these, even though they probably could do with it, but I don't like the tie waistband necessarily. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I should have redone these. Anyway, I'm not doing those. No, I've got lots of white trousers. And then the other thing that I thought I might do is what I'm wearing. Now, when I put it back on today, now I tried this on probably about a month ago, and I thought, ooh, no, don't know what you've done to the waist. I'll show you. I dropped it. I dropped the waist because I always add an inch. But I didn't like this. Now, this bit is not particularly great here because it's got a little clip here. Don't worry, I'm not going to flash. I have got a vest on underneath. It's got a zip front and some buttons here, and I just think this could be tidied a little bit, or I did until I've just put it back on today, and I don't think it's as bad as I initially thought. However, it has given me plans. Now, I probably won't get this done for September because we've got other things going on at home, but this is the Homer and Hal's Lennox boiler suit. There it is. I've only made this once. I've made view A, no, view B. The difference with view A and view B has an elasticated, I made the longer length trouser, but it's got an elasticated back panel, which is what I did there, which just pulls it in and gives you a bit more shape, because this is another one. If you make this, when you first try it on, it's not very shapely. I didn't think. Adding the elastic makes an enormous difference. Same with the brain engage. So sorry. The fabric got no, not Fabric Godmother. Friday Pattern Company Wilder gown. There we go. Got it in the end. So that, but I was thinking of doing that in something a bit more. I don't want to give too much away, but maybe for the dressmaker's ball. But that then led me on to something else, which I only ever made once, and this fabric came from a Sew Hayley Jane subscription box, and I actually got featured in her magazine when I made this. It is another jumpsuit, because who doesn't like a jumpsuit, but it's got lovely wide legs. I'll put some photos in. My pockets are inside out. I'll put some photos in. But the problem with this jumpsuit, which I find to my horror, is it is very difficult. I wore it to a concert, and toileting in this is not the best because it's a tie neck, and if you can't get the ties right or they come out, so I've been experimenting whether to do it on the side because it's done up at the back. But this is the McCall's M8069, and I made that version there. That one's got slits in the legs, I think. But yeah, so that is another option. But like I say, I think realistically, time, because we're going on holiday, only for a week, but it doesn't matter. It's a holiday and I can't wait. Realistically, my time is precious. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing the by hand London dress, Hannah dress. I'd love to hear what you are planning on making for this challenge. So do let me know in the comments. Are you planning on taking part? Don't forget that if you are taking part, you need to use the hashtag. So it's hashtag SewPhoenixSeptember25, and you need to tag in all three ladies. So we've got at the French Seams, at So Let's Sparkle, and at Soverton Makery. So Sam, Rachel, Sam and Catherine in that order. Not in that, you don't need to put it in that order, but yeah. So I'll put it all in the comments, but they are who you need to tag. And if you do not have an Instagram account, don't worry, because you can send it all via email to sewphoenixseptember@gmail.com. There we go. I hope you're all well. Whistle stop tour of what I'm going to be doing for Sew Phoenix. Can't wait to hear what you're doing. Excuse the state of my sewing room. I have been trying to tidy up. If you can see it, oh no, you can't see because I've just put the chair in the way. I have done the fabrics. So I am getting there, but just stuff's everywhere. But I'm in two places, but it's getting cooler. So hopefully I'll be able to move up here again soon. Do check out the other vloggers on the vlogger tour. I believe, I might get them around the wrong way, but I believe yesterday was the lovely Tamlin from Sewn on the Tyne. And tomorrow, if you're watching this on the 10th of September, will be Angela from Devon Threadtails, because she will be on the Wednesday. So yeah, do check out those other vloggers. I hope you're all well, and I hope you get some lovely sewing time soon, and I will be back with a Make Some Plans vlog very soon. Take care. Bye for now.